Alright, welcome back to Dinopedia, entry number 35, the Pachycephalosaurus. Remember to like if you like, and subscribe down below for more videos. Alright, so our schedule as always is a look at the Pachycephalosaurus from Ark Survival Ascended, look at tips and tricks for the Pachy, potential add-ons for the Pachy for Ark Survival Ascended and Ark Survival 2, and reworking from my new game Dino World. Let's get into it. So the Pachycephalo from Ark Survival Ascended is obviously an animal, so Kingdom Animalia. Group is reptilian because it's a lizard, an ancient prehistoric lizard because it's a dinosaur. Description is domed head because, as you can see, it has a domed head, a armored head. Its traits: it's passive until less attacked. It will move slowly when calm, fast when attacked. So be careful because it may be slow moving, but once you do attack it, it will catch up with you very quickly. The Pachycephalo's health is similar to a Dilo's health because it is somewhat bigger than a Dilo, but not that much. Health 175, stamina and oxygen 150 each. Weight is also 150, food and water 1200. Melee 10 damage with a speed of 2 meters per second, a swing speed of 3 meters per second, and a torpor of 160. So not that much of a threatening health stat, but I mean, its main defense is its torpor, which we'll talk about. So of course, knockout tips and tricks. The charge attack of a Pachy has a ×3 buff on torpor when charging from a short distance. So if you do use a charge attack as a headbutt, it'll just do the normal amount of torpor damage. But if you do charge from a short distance with a Pachy, it has a ×3 buff on its torpor and a ×5 to ×6 even buff on its torpor when charging from a long distance away. So if you do have a chance to do a long distance hit on an enemy, I would do it. Structure Ram, buffing speed and damage will allow Pachys to destroy thatch, greenhouse, wooden, and spike wall structures with ease. So do buff speed and damage if you want to do so. It has an easy saddle, so it's a good starter tam for its saddle, which unlocks at level 14. And its damaging charge makes it a deadly battle mount for small to medium predators like Dilos, Raptors, Dodos, Moschops, and even, I'm blanking on the copies. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to remember its name. Oh, it's Megalanias, that's it. The big lizards that spawn on beaches. So some tricks, obviously, is a war mount, a battle mount. Its charge attack increases its stamina and speed exponentially over the distance of the charge. So do use it as a war horse to charge right into battle. It will increase its speed and stamina, allowing it to walk faster and longer with its charge ability. And a travel mount. Using its charge, you can transport materials and travel quickly, using its stamina and speed buffs to move quicker across difficult terrain. So there are some tips and tricks for the Pachycephalo and Ark. Now looking at potential add-ons for Ark Survival Ascended and maybe Ark Survival 2. Infinite charges with a level 50 plus Pachy have no maximum charge distance, meaning they can charge forever as long as they hit something at the end. So that means as long as you target something that's like 100 meters away, you can charge to it and never stop. Also, exponential knockdown. Its knockout ability increases per level, meaning its torpor increases per level. The torpor damage inflicted by its knockout ability, and when knocking out a creature, they crumble to the ground for a limited time. So not only does it knock them out, but it also knocks them down. So looking at the Ark Survival Pachy versus the Jurassic World Evolution 2 Pachy, I do think the Ark one wins. It has spikes all the way down its back, and even though the Jurassic World one looks a little bit similar to the actual real life variant, the Ark one having multiple spikes on not only its head but also its feet, its arms, and down its back make it look much better. Looking at ours is similar to the Jurassic World one. Obviously, it looks a little bit better. I still think the Ark Survival one wins because obviously, not only does it have all the spikes, but it also has these back plates that go from the back all the way down somewhat of the tail. So back plates, armor plates, and spikes all around it. I think this gives the Ark Survival one the best appearance. So the Pachy in Dino World, obviously we shortened its name from the Pachycephalosaurus to the Pachy in Dino World. There are two types of Pachys. There's the normal Pachy, which is the wild and tame dino variant you will see. And there's the mutated Pachy, which is the product of 2 tame Pachy mating, breeding, and laying eggs, plus a gene computer. Traits, obviously it's in the kingdom Animalia and group Reptilian, nothing has changed. However, it is in the class of Battle Dome with the family of domed heads joining the Dracorex and Styloneck. So of course, the Pachy in Dino World is double the size of a Pachy and Ark, because the Pachy and Arks are actually a lot smaller than, are about half size to the actual Pachys in real life. So we doubled most of these stats here with a health of 400 instead of 175, stamina 300 instead of 150, food and water 2,000 each instead of 1,200 each, weight is 300 instead of 150, melee is 30 instead of 10, speed and swimming speed have not changed, but torpor has increased to 400 instead of 160 with a fortitude of 1. So mostly stats have been doubled or even tripled as far as the melee damage goes, making it a more devastating threat. The Pachy in Dino World has some additional traits. Obviously, it still has the infinite charge distance, and it has a headbutt attack, which is a close-range, powerful knockdown attack that does a lot of torpor and does knock down predators and prey. It also has an ability, Battering Ram, a headbutt charge that one-shots all structures no matter the cost. It has a 30-second cooldown, so please be careful with it, but it will allow you to basically destroy any structures in your path at no cost to your dino. So very powerful and very useful. And the final thing we're going to look at, as usual, we're going to talk about Dino World spawns, obviously on the main map of Europa. So of course we have blue for guaranteed, green for very likely, yellow for likely, orange for rare, red for very rare, and purple for dead. So you can find the Pachycephalo. It is a cave-dwelling dinosaur. In Ark, it's mostly just found in plain areas, but for the Pachycephalo in Dino World, it will be a cave-dwelling dinosaur for the most part, with few to likely to be found in caves. You can also find them rarely in snowy mountain caves, as seen here, but also on the rocky beaches of the Volcanic Bay area, and very rarely able to find them in the actual Volcanic Bay area right here. As you can see, there's a cave system here, snowy mountain caves as usual, and a giant cave system right here between the taiga and the plains, and then obviously there's a few volcanic caves as well. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it, comment down below your thoughts. Everyone have a blessed day as always, and of course, toodaloo!